Dude, I am ready to rock. I'm here with you, and I appreciate you having me. I know we are supposed to link up in New York, but the COVIDly got us, and
I'm gonna leave this in the
we'll
end.
be all right.
I didn't even do my intro. I'm gonna leave this in the interview because that's what I wanted to bring up first and foremost.
Yeah, bro. No, I mean,
Yo,
I was gonna come out there and spit some bars, but I don't mind this either, bro. I'm in Big Bear, California, and chilling with some of my boys, and we're just kind of relaxing before tour starts. So it's good to connect with you.
nah, facts. Well, let me do my intro. I'm gonna leave that part in, but yo, it's on the radar, baby. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend. Felly's in the building today. What's up, bro?
How we doing, bro? How we doing?
Man,
Thanks for having.
I'm so excited to have you here. So, like you were saying at the beginning part right there, we were supposed to have done this when you had a little show in Rhode Island, I believe. I think it was Rhode Island or Connecticut, and you were supposed to come see me. You were gonna spit some bars, some new joints off the Young Felp 2 project, and I was excited. And literally the week before, it was crazy. I think it was the day that Spider-Man came out. I had tickets to go see Spider-Man, and all the people in my friend group were like, "Yo, we have COVID." And I saw these people a few days before, and I'm like, oh no. So then when I found out I had COVID, obviously we had to reschedule and cancel this whole thing. But I'm still excited to have you here, and I know you're going back on tour. So I think I'm gonna catch you when you come to New York again.
Fuck yeah, bro. No, everything in time. It's all good. I figured, yeah, it's like the apocalypse out there for you guys. So, I didn't mind swerving that, but yeah, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm living. Yo, I'm really excited to see you already back on tour. Like it's so crazy because like when I was looking into like see what you've been up to recently, and I saw that you already like back to hit the road. I was like, wait, didn't he just come off of doing a ton of performances?
I did three or four a few months ago just to sort of get the gears rolling again. And start to just feel out what our new live show would be looking like. And then luckily got a new agent, got new management, all that shit, and they're like, we're getting you back on the road. I was like, fuck yeah. Let's do a few early shows just to kind of check out the scene, see what fans were like. It's been 2 years. So I had a tour scheduled at the beginning of Rona, and then that shit got canceled, which was a bummer because I had just dropped my previous project, Mariposa, and then was put on lockdown and made a whole new project. And now we're about to go kind of tour both for the first time. So I'm excited to get back out there, man. It's like a whole new landscape.
Hell yeah. I was watching some of your quarantine videos before you jumped on the call. And I have to say, some of the thumbnails you have for them are hilarious. Cause I feel like if people want to if 30 years from now, right? People are like, yo, what did some people go through during quarantine? All they have to do is look at the thumbnails for your quarantine series, and like they'll completely understand. It's just like one of them's kind of happy, the other one you just look like you're going mad, the other one you're like really like into whatever beat you're making. And I'm like, this is like these are my three moods of quarantine right here.
Exactly, bro. The run of all the emotions, like it's a little stir crazy, but tried to stay productive, try to stay, forward. I think for everybody though, the quarantine kind of, it was almost healthy. It's like the universe showing us to like kind of take a quick reset and see what type of shit we really want to be on. So I appreciated it. Yeah.
How did you spend your quarantine? Obviously, we got to document some of it, but like other than that, how did you really spend it? Because I'm assuming a bunch of it was working on this new project, but how else did you kind of spend your time?
Um, I mean, it was a lot of like I did a lot of like traveling, honestly. Like I know you kind of weren't supposed to. I was doing like a lot of like solo trips or like low key like trips to like where did I go? Fucking like Oregon, Colorado, just like different spots. Just to kind of keep my mind, I had to get out of the crib. I think everyone needed to get out of the crib. But I was learning a lot of guitar. I was listening to a lot of music. I was sort of like doing the homework of, like you want to be as prepared for this game as possible. So like, a lot of music that maybe I had slept on previously just because I was just going. I got to sit back and like listen to that shit and be like, oh yeah, I know what that's about. I know what this is about. You know, read some fucking books and all that shit. Just kind of upgrade your being. So that was nice.
That's dope. Yeah, I feel like I should have spent more time doing stuff like that, less time like playing video games. But I did spend a lot of time working on this show and getting to connect with amazing people like you. And so with this project, right? Young Fell 2 out now, dropped last year. Why now to drop this project? Because it's been like what, about 5 years since the first one dropped. So why did you feel like
Yeah.
now is the time to revisit, I guess, or add on to this series of projects?
So, I mean, the whole idea that obviously wasn't to like redo something that I had previously been on 5 years ago. It wasn't me being like, damn, bro, I wish I was, 6 years younger type shit. Like it was, I wanted to do music. I wanted to like lean more into rap shit. And obviously Young Fell is like a version of myself that's like, it's like a beat. It's like yeah, it's almost like a character of myself where young fella is careless and he just kind of bars out and he's kind of like crazy and shit. So I needed to like kind of, I felt like there was things left unsaid, left unfinished in that world, and I kind of needed to do that and get that out because of where I see me going in the future, which is going to be like, a lot more musical, a lot more evolved than just, getting on beats and talking my shit, which I love. I'd love to do that. I feel like I can always do that. And Young Fell 2 was like a hat tip to that and the people who love that shit. But for where I want to go, I just needed to, there was still some things left unsaid. So I needed to just touch base in that world one more time.
Word. What do you feel like was left unsaid? Like, what do you feel like you really wanted to hammer in this time around?
I just wanted to talk some shit. Like I just I wanted to like kind of let people know like I'm here. Like I did this shit as a independent rapper. Like it was just sort of on some like you can't tell me shit. Like I can make songs on guitar. I could sing. I could do shit like that. I can make alternative records. I could also just get on an 808 and just kind of go crazy and stuff. And I wanted to just kind of hammer that in before I, get real far out with my sound and whatnot.
You had some crazy guitar riffs on the project. I ain't gonna lie to you. Was that all you?
Yeah.
That was all you? That's fire. I didn't know, because I seen you playing guitar like on your gram and whatnot, but I didn't know if that was like just something you did live or if you actually recorded like the riffs and whatnot for the records yourself too.
Yeah, most of them. I would rip the solos and do a lot of the guitar stuff. That's just like me overseeing the production, and I love production. I love that shit. Now I want to focus more on like songwriting and whatnot. And Young Fell 2 had some pretty good songs in them, but I want to focus more on a song that in 30 years somebody could pick up a guitar and play it, and like what it is. Like
Word.
That's where I want to go. Yeah.
And all the imaging for the project and even like the visualizers, that's all like young you, right?
Yeah, I mean it's me overseeing it all. I kind of had to like find the people who could do the shit that I thought was tight, but
no, I meant like the videos and like the picture, the album cover, that's you on it, right? That's Young Fell.
Yeah, the Young Fell 2 album cover. I mean, that was a photo my mom took when I was like 6 or some shit, but yeah, like it was mostly me and my homie here who just stepped out. Merritt, he helped me with like a lot of the that's Merritt out there. He's fucking looking at the trees or some shit. He helped with a lot of it as well. Visuals are so important. They're so interesting. Like it's like sometimes I'll make albums or songs based on having the visual first and kind of having the aesthetic and the feel. So yeah, I think having like a oversight of the visuals. I can't just make a bunch of records and then be like, somebody give me album art. Like that's not it's all
not like
be,
you want to capture the vibe of what the album is.
For sure.
And I feel like you definitely did a great job on it. And like something, so like when I went and I was listening to like, the project earlier this week, and I saw that like there's a new single that's on all your DSPs, right? And it's on your YouTube too. And it's like a Afrobeat situation. Like what is that? I had to ask you about that.
What are you referring to?
It's called like it's like MT shove. It's like on your Apple Music. It's on your YouTube. I was like, I don't know if this is his or not, but it's on there.
Jeez, that might be. There's a lot of people in Africa who have Felly, so maybe they got through my fucking my DSPs or some shit. I don't know. I make a lot of different like I'm really into percussion and dope rhythms, but I'm not quite sure if what you're talking about is something of mine.
No, I had to ask. I didn't think it was yours because like I was like, wait, this is just kind of like a beat situation, but it popped up on your Apple Music page and on your YouTube Music page. So I was like, I gotta ask him like what's going on. And if not, I'm
No,
alerting you to what's going on.
I mean, so somebody of my team should have taken that shit down. If that shit's still up, that's on me. But
Hey, now the team knows. Now you know. But okay, so going away from that, I just had to ask because I was curious because I saw it. I saw you tweeting about like NFTs and like futurism, right? And you know, I'm not very well versed in the NFT space, but I kind of wanted to ask you about like, you know, what are your thoughts on everything going on? Because you were like really kind of talking about the future and of this space too.
for sure, I mean, I just I love change. I like adapting to the times. I don't ever want to be that old guy who's like, I wish it was like how it was back then, or like be like I wish it was like SoundCloud days, even though I had a lot of success in SoundCloud. Like I'm happy to see shit continue to move. As far as the NFTs and Web3 and all that shit, I've just sort of happenstake found myself in the middle of that. A lot of my friends in LA are very, high up in that scene, and I just end up at dinners and shit, and they all like kind of show me the way. So shouts to them, because I mean I'm interested in it. I think they know that I'm a creator, and they know that I'm interested in it, and I have an open mind. So they sort of show me, like this shit could change the world, and I'm like, I'm all ears, like I'm absorbing it all. But I'm just playing my role as a creator, and just seeing where I can fit in that world, and seeing how being on a label mixes with that shit. And it's interesting. Times are going to change a lot, and I do have a lot of faith in artist ownership, artist curation, and I think NFTs is sort of like that, almost anarchist approach. And I love that shit. I grew up selling my beats on Bandcamp, just myself, like just kind of coming up with ways to get your music out there and retain ownership, and make some money off of it. So I'm about it. Yeah.
Word. I've been seeing a lot of people do like NFT albums. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw Tory Lanez did an NFT album not too long ago. He sold like 1 million copies for like $1. Like there's like a lot of like cool stuff. Like aside from like, the regular NFT, like buy a picture NFT, like there's other things that are kind of going on in music, such as, the Tory Lanez example that I thought was pretty cool.
For sure. I think that shit's cool. I think there's a lot that still needs to be unpacked. And I don't think to your general fan or your general audience that it's all unpacked. It's a little like elitist now, and it's like just for like creators and collectors. And I'm waiting for it to become more like SoundCloud. So when you do drop your NFT album, people can eat it. They could have at it. Right now there's like a lot of walls and stuff, and so it's not fully unpacked yet, but it will be soon.
It's not very user friendly is what is also, I guess, what you're trying to say. It's not completely there to being open and understandable for everybody.
Yeah, I mean they're comparing it. They're saying like it's in like the MySpace stages of social media. So like if you picture MySpace, like there was like a lot of people were on MySpace, but it was like pretty low key. And then parents started to get on Facebook and shit, and now everybody's on Instagram, everybody's on TikTok, all that shit. So I think it's in an early stage, and it's going to be interesting to see.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. So what else you got planned for this year? Like, what are we working on? Obviously, we got the Rush of the Road tour that's coming around to a city near you very, very soon. I know you're gonna be in New York on March 6th. So if you're in New York, make sure you pull up to his show. But other than that, what you got working, what we working on, what we dropping this year?
Yeah, I mean, I hope to drop some new shit in summertime. Ideally, I'm gonna do a lot of writing and recording on the road. if my voice is there. I hope so. But everywhere I go, man, I'm thinking about songs, and I'm making music. Like here we got like a setup here. Like I don't just come here to like just fucking do nothing. Like I'm trying to always, think about what I could create in this day, and each day is a new day, and I could be on some totally new shit in a month. So yeah, I'm just kind of letting it unfold, recognizing that I have a gift, and just figuring out how I want to share that, and how I want to come.
Word. Well, I'm excited for that. I'm excited. Yo, hopefully when you come back to when you come to New York, we can get you in the studio so we could get you to properly spit some bars for us real quick. Because I think it's very much, well, it is long overdue, because it would have been like 3 months since we were supposed to do it. So I'll definitely make sure to try to get you in when you're on the tour. Again, congratulations on everything. I'm excited to see what you do this year. I'm excited for you to finally go out on this tour and have some fun with it. Excited to see you connect with the fans. Before we sign off here, anything else you want to let them know before we get out of here?
Man, East Coast is where I'm from, and I grew up coming to New York like every month, and I love New York culture. I love East Coast music. That's sort of just ingrained in my DNA. So just love to everybody who is listening, and just real fans of music. We appreciate you guys. You guys are just as important as the creators, and I'm keep up with my journey, and just thank you. Much gratitude.
Well, look, man, again, thank you so much. Congratulations on the project. Make sure y'all go run Young Fell 2 out now. Go get tickets to that Rush of the Road tour coming to New York March 6th. Very excited. Congratulations again, bro. I'll catch you when you're in the city, and thank you so much for being here with me today. Appreciate it.
I'm excited to see you in the studio. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too. Peace, Felly. Thank you, bro.
Cheers.
Later.
Much love. Peace.